Everything's pretty much like seems fake on LinkedIn. Like I don't believe anyone.
Artificial.
Yeah.
Artificial. I asked the room, what's the pivot to LinkedIn? And y'all said
Live streaming.
live streaming.
You can't fake the information that you're sharing, and if you are, you're going to be called out. We don't do presentations, we do conversations. They want to make it look perfect and super performative, and everybody knows that. And like it's all these slides and it's boring. So the difference that we're doing is, number one, it's going to be.
So we were hanging out here, just having a regular conversation. We were about to film a podcast, and I thought, what better than to just set some cameras up and capture the real moment we're having versus, setting up and being very contrived. Yeah, I'm look maxing, by the way.
So who do we got in the room, Ding?
So we got the legend Morgan J. Ingram in the house, sales trainer, aficionado, LinkedIn legend. I don't do the intros on the podcast. I do it.
It's not you.
We got Stefano in the building. Young JC, B2B.
JC, B2B.
We got Dilla Pillow.
Dylan, head of post-production, editing, Ben Shark. We got Garrett, Amp Social Team.
The G stands for gangsta.
G?
Yeah.
G money.
G money.
Yeah, we got some of the brightest minds in B2B content.
That's right.
We were spitballing on talking about life. What were we just talking about? I think one thing that I want to kind of bring back to is we were talking about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is we're almost not loving.
Changed.
We're not loving LinkedIn anymore. We still do it for business reasons, but we aren't loving the platform. I feel like it's becoming less enjoyable, more work. You have to go comment 10, 15 times before you post. It just feels super unauthentic, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Artificial.
Dead
internet theory.
Dead internet theory for sure. Yeah.
And so I asked the room, what's the pivot to LinkedIn? And y'all said
Live streaming.
Yeah. This feels like an Aiden Ross stream right now. And in the room.
So steak when you need them.
So tell us about what's going on with the AMP social team, Morgan. What do you used to do a live stream called Morgan and Muffins Saturday mornings, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
You're ahead of the time when it came to live streaming.
Yeah.
But tell us about that experience, what you learned with the live streaming when you started doing that, and then how are you thinking about live streaming now? And obviously, we see it with consumer marketing, right? And live streaming is huge, but let's talk about it from the B2B lens and how you guys are thinking about it.
Yeah. I started Muffins with Morgan back in 2020 during COVID. And the reason for that is because couldn't travel anywhere, couldn't go anywhere. We're all stuck in the house. So I thought, okay, the best way to connect with the audience right now that I have on LinkedIn was the live stream. And I thought about, okay, what's the best way to connect with the audience and something that they're related to? And it was Saturday morning cartoons. I remember waking up every single Saturday morning for Animaniacs, the Wacko Racing, if y'all remember that. So Saturday morning I'd wake up and I remember watching cartoons. So then I was like, all right, how do I make it similar to that? So then that's when I created Muffins and Morgan. Saturday morning for an hour, I did for 2 years. And we would have 100 to 200 people live on Saturday on LinkedIn, which is pretty wild from a LinkedIn perspective. So I stopped doing it, and I just been seeing now everything's pretty much seems fake on LinkedIn. I don't believe anyone, especially now with Claude's taking over outbound. All the SDRs are gonna die, and it's dude, that's crazy. So I think live stream allows you to be obviously real and relatable. You can't fake the information that you're sharing, and if you are, you're gonna be called out. And I think it creates a different level of relatability to you in a world that is so much noise of AI. And so that's why we're doubling down and making the bet for AMP Social. I'm doing a weekly one every Friday. We're bringing on guests from our graduate program, which is our Sales Team 6. It's our sales coaching program for B2B companies. We're going to bring in sales leaders and talk about what they're doing. I'm going to answer questions live, and it's also, I have fun doing it. So that's the reason we're doing it.
How long are you going to do it on Fridays to start?
An hour.
An hour? Okay.
Yeah, an hour. And then if it gets crazier, sure. But I did an hour last time and it was perfect.
One thing we talked about earlier, right, with the live streaming, you got to know your shit. It's live. There's a chat going. Hey, chat, what's up? W's in the chat. Right?
Yeah,
and they have questions. But I loved your point about Thank you. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
He's in the chat.
Having context as the differentiation layer between human and machine.
Yep.
Is oftentimes a live audience, they might not even know the right question to ask. So if they ask you a question, but you understand a bit of their context, their situation, you can actually get to the meat and bones of what they really care about, what they need to know, versus them. If the roles are reversed and they're doing it on AI, it might take multiple prompts. They're not getting the right response for what they're asking for. But because you have the actual experience, you're a practitioner, you've done the work. Oh, I've seen your scenario before. Here's actually what might help you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, and to do that again at speed, not like follow-up questions, trying to figure it out. It's like, nah, here's what you need to do, and that just is gonna make people more credible. And that also makes you stand out from the competition too, because again, most people aren't willing to do that.
Yeah,
that's also the bet too.
So more, a lot of people do LinkedIn Live or B2B live streaming, webinars, of that sort. What are you doing differently with your live streaming to differentiate from the rest of the pack, and what's giving you success right now?
So, best advice I ever got from a mentor is, we don't do presentations, we do conversations. Most people want webinars as a presentation. They want to do 1,000 prep calls. They want to make it look perfect and super performative, and everybody knows that. And like, it's all these slides and it's boring. So the difference that we're doing is, number one, it's going to be highly interactive, based on things that I've learned from Twitch and what I've done through live streaming. Like, I know how to do that. Two is like, I will actually eat a muffin. So that's going to be fun. Like, it's going to be different. Three, we're bringing in people that actually like have just like real results. Like, for people that watch our content, we have a survey that comes out, and we don't spend time in hypotheticals. We're like, all right, cool, here's what we're going to talk about. And then we have someone literally like doing the work, like right there.
Yeah.
So like, that's the difference. Most stuff that I go to that is sales related, it is someone who's a sales influencer and they talk about what they've done, which is starting to die out. Or, hey, here's this thing I did like 50 years ago. The difference that we have is we're getting people who did something like yesterday.
Yeah.
And they have like real results. Like, I'm probably not even going to talk as much. It's going to be people we're getting as guests. And then when I talk is just coming from like what I'm hearing from workshops and coaching sessions that I'm having like on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah. What's the best muffin?
Ooh.
Oh shoot.
This is tough. This is tough.
Hard.
Now I got to know y'all's answers once I share mine. So it's a tie, but I'm going to say the banana nut muffin is the best muffin.
The texture.
I think blueberry used to be number one, but then the more I eat the banana nut, I'm like, it actually is the best one.
I was between banana nut and blueberry. Banana nut and blueberry.
Big pause.
This is why we're live right now. That's why we're doing too long. We're actually thinking about doing the chat.
Clip chat. Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite muffins? Quick, one.
Banana nut, blueberry.
Lemon poppy seed.
Oh, ooh, that was a good one. The chocolate muffins that you get, like the double.
Ooh,
the double. Okay, that's fair.
That's chocolate.
Hey, stares at the muffins every week.
That's the goal. I'm gonna get the ones from Costco.
Okay.
Dude, they're massive. just for the bit. But now I'll do banana nut probably to start, and then I'll switch up between blueberry. I remember when I did it last time, I had people send me baked muffins to try on the show. So it got really fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Good excuse to eat some muffins.
Yeah, exactly.
Love a good muffin.
Yeah.
You ever gotten any where you ate them before the show, and then midway through the show you're like, that would be bad.
Like, that hasn't happened, but at the same time, it could happen at any time. Right? That hasn't happened yet.
There's a lot of trust going in that.
There's a lot of trust going in that. Yeah, you're going to have to vet them out before.
How would I vet them on the other side of the country?
Yeah. Tell them redirect it.
God. You're going to get a half-eaten muffin?
I don't know, man. You never know. But nah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I think just live streaming is fun, though. I think y'all would probably know this better than me. I was watching this interview, and I'm literally blanking on who it was. And they were talking about, it was like a celebrity soccer game. And like the creators came out or something like that.
Oh,
y'all know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like the side.
Yeah. They talked about how like the live streamers got the most applause in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of like the celebrities, like the Will Smiths of the world.
Yeah.
But that to me when I was like, yeah, like this is.
You know what? Because where I think live streaming is now is what Tate was doing in 2023, whenever he blew up.
Yeah.
He had all the clippers, but he wasn't going live. He was just taking old footage that he had already filmed. But the thing with the live streamers is they're doing IRL streams, right? They're all over Miami interacting with their fans.
Yeah.
They're seeing people. So there's that element that gets clipped. And now they're all collaborating with each other. That didn't used to happen. So now there's, because people say monoculture died, but then I think what's replacing it is these pockets, right? But the live streamers, there's power in that because, you know, you see Speed and Kai and all, they used to, the big dogs used to collab more. Now they're off a little silo. Kai's in his feelings and making fashion.
Kai's in his feelings for sure.
Yeah. But you see Speed, and Mr. Beast just did a streamer house, right? He got
Mr. Beast's streamer house?
Yeah. He got Neon was there. He got Speed. He got a bunch of the big streamers out there. But it's so much easier for them to collaborate because beforehand, like a rap collaboration, you got to get the label approval. You got to find the right beat.
Much, yeah.
Everyone's got to write 16s. Quentin Miller's got to be in the room. Yeah. And then for YouTube content creation, it's like, oh, I got to fly out to you. We got to script this video. We got to get all our production in place.
Yeah.
And then editing takes months. With live streamers, you show up, the cameras are rolling. What other preparation do you need?
But they
for
have
that?
so good, like they have bits and shit planned ahead of time.
Yes. That's really interesting too. Is but it's almost like a game show. We have segments that we're gonna do, but it's not like when Mr. Beast does it, it's for the camera. Beast Games. Oh, we got to do multiple
There's
reshoots,
so much going on,
multiple
yeah.
takes of this for the final cut. Whereas I think for live streaming, the planning is just we're gonna have a stream. This is gonna happen, and that's it. It's like
Yeah.
you know, the Spider-Man guy goes on Kai and swallowing out.
Yeah. I got a question though. Did any of you guys actually watch live streams?
Ooh.
You know my name is Kurt.
Right now, no, I don't think there's anyone that I watch the live streams. I think the only thing that I do is I probably watch the highlights of the live streams of Formosi, but that's about it at this point.
Yeah.
I think that's the point you're going in at. You just watch the clips.
Yeah,
There's two different distributions for sure.
I've watched live
There's
streams.
also
It's
two
boring
types of
though.
live-
It's pretty boring.
Well,
Yeah,
there's two types of live streams though. So you have the Horbozy model of, you know, that's set up like
the book
infomercial.
launch. You did it. That live stream for the book launch.
Yeah, the book. yeah.
So I think there's info live
on that too.
streams.
Yeah.
It's more like a webinar, but now the big category is IRL streams.
Yeah.
And that's like where we're exploring a lot on the B2B side is eventually how can we bring IRL streaming. So
Yeah.
maybe that's go to a conference and have all these people here. You have your plan. Oh, I'm going to walk by the booth at this time. Mascot's going to come at this time. We're having a mariachi band at 3 p.m. We're going to show that. Right. But I think there's a way to do that of, especially because a lot of people, you know, it's like all the people at the conference and then there's people at home.
Yeah.
They're not going to watch the stage recording live because they know that will be recorded. Okay. This person is, there's this panel, the recording I can access later. Right. But the live moment, it's popping off in the chat, you know, go up there and let your intrusive thoughts win and go smear or throw a muffin at this random stranger. Right. That stuff could happen. You never know what might happen in an IRL stream. Trump might show up.
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the point I was actually going to get to is like, I think the younger people are actually watching it live, whereas like people who grew up in a different era of content aren't actually watching the live streams themselves. And so I do think it maybe is something of the future where the younger audience will stick with it because like we all like the formats that we kind of grew up on. Like that doesn't really go away per se. But I also think it's like an aspect of it is like, this is beyond content for sure. It's like the parasocial aspect of it.
Yes.
Like a lot of these kids are like, they don't really go out and interact with people. They watch the live streams.
Yeah.
That I think is very interesting.
It is very interesting because like some people will live stream for 8, 10, 24 hours.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do marathons for a month.
Yeah, you're like with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like an aspect that I don't think we've like can really comprehend as like viewers because we never really lived in that style.
You know what's interesting about that though? When I was in China, that was just default for everyone. It wasn't just like my parents are there on TikTok live watching live shopping feeds all day. And you know, they're turning 60 this year.
China's what 5 to 10 years ahead in e-commerce.
E-commerce specifically. Well, so China has the big advantage in supply chain. Right? The last mile fulfillment that you can do in China is just next level because labor's so cheap.
Yeah.
Also, But it's not just the labor. I think a lot of people are saying it's cheap labor. It's also the way the cities are set up, the way the population density centers are. In the U.S., like even you take a city like L.A., everyone's all spread out. How are you going to be able to have 15-minute fulfillment? Like, I'm not talking about like ordering something from Amazon, right? It's like you can order you can order something from an e-com shipper and it gets delivered at the same speed of a DoorDash.
Yeah.
So that's same day delivery, 4-hour window, 2-hour window, 3-hour window. These are products from the warehouse that they're grabbing. It's not like we're going to the restaurant prepare the food. Yeah. That's how advanced the logistics is in China. And it's a million people on mopeds is what it is.
That's crazy.
Our best clip on our Event Shark channel is Ding talking about live streaming in China. So I want him to talk more about it.
Well, so this was the clip that went viral. The craziest experience I had. So my dad, he enjoys cooking, and one of his favorite things to make is chicken soup with ginger. And in China, it's all about the freshness of the ingredients. So there's a live streamer that owns a farm in my province, like right outside the city, and he sells live chickens. So it was 8 a.m. in the morning. My dad's sitting there drinking tea. He's like, I want to make some soup noodles tonight, and I want a fresh chicken with some fresh ginger. So he goes on the live stream, and you see this guy walking around his farm with his phone out, and he's going to the chicken coop. He's pulling individual chickens off the ground. How do you like this one? This is about 15 pounds. He's been alive this long, walk around very lively, sired some offspring recently. But you're getting very granular, and then he picks the chicken. Okay, boom. Same day, they clean it up, and then it arrives at our doorstep within 3 hours.
That's crazy.
What?
Chicken on live stream, baby.
On demand, fresh live chicken.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is also crazy that like none of us ever heard about this until you brought it up like a few weeks ago. Like we would have never known that.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
Absolutely not. That's crazy. That's way better than
That's the buyer's journey.
the buyer's journey.
There we go.
Something I'm really curious about. Y'all do a lot of events, so this is something you've been talking about. Is it seems like going from URL to IRL is super important. Trying to make connections, networking, and a lot of business has always come from referrals. What are you guys seeing specifically in the event space when it comes to the amount of people that are showing up to these events and how important capturing that actually is?
So what's interesting about that? I think the biggest change from around 5 years ago to now is where I think there's been a lot of divestment from the larger scale events.
Yeah.
People are going in, we're platinum sponsor, you're paying several $100,000 for it. And then your SDRs are getting weak badge scans, and people don't really care. They just want to win the Tesla, right? Yeah. And then all the follow-ups are ass. So a week after the event, all that ROI is dried up. And it's like, at most, you're paying because if you're a startup, because your VC said you should have a booth at this conference. You're just checking a box. If you're a larger company, it's because your other competitors are there, and it's a spending war. But really, the value of the in-person relationships, I think, at the large conference level has dwindled. And where the real value is smaller scale owned conferences. Yeah. I think we're seeing a lot more user conferences pop up. And this is interesting because I think a reason they weren't as big from that 2020 was because of COVID. Again, we're in person.
Yeah.
The user conferences have always existed. They just kind of died down for a little bit as people pulled spend from in person. Now they're back in a big way. But the fundamental difference between the modern iteration of that versus the past is at least for our clientele, is a dedicated content motion on site. And to your point about the people in the room, it's like when you have a curated event, you have all your subject matter experts there, you have your customers, your partners, and your executives on your team, aka all the people that you would want in the content anyways. Yeah. So if you're going to the trouble of flying all these people out, getting a venue, it's like, why the hell do you not have cameras set up and have an intentional strategy of creating content on site?
Yeah. Even when me and Morgan were at the conference in Dubai, how many cameras did you see at that conference?
1,000. Every
single person probably had either a camera themselves or a videographer.
Yep.
And that was what the best creators are doing. So now there's a trickle down, very slow trickle down effect to B2B. Yeah. And what we're seeing at our events, I was just at a boring ass logistics conference. Sorry.
Hey, shout out to logistics.
Hey, no camera. I was one of the few camera people. You went to one of them too. Yeah. How many cameras were there? Not many. But now there's starting to be a little bit more cameras.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not to the obviously Dubai level. But eventually we're gonna start creeping up.
I would love to see the comparison of the logistics event and the Dubai event we went to.
Well, it's funny you say that because the one that I went to, the only guy, it was
Kevin.
it's Kevin from Kevin. Shout out Kevin. Warehouse podcast.
Yeah.
Fire, right?
You texted me about you today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a guy. So I don't know what can look at. Listen. Everyone was coming up to him asking him questions because in such a niche market, just because he's the only guy that would like do it, because he's done over like 1,200 podcast episodes for his
600.
niche. 600, like half that. That was
6,600.
I can't read, but it's fine. So
Okay, no, I was scratching. I was just with them like 2 weeks ago.
Tweaking right now.
I don't know how many. I thought it was over 1,000. I must have heard it wrong. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make.
I'm being sick, but
The point I'm trying to make is, just because he was the person that like years ago did it, now he's speaking at these events, he's having podcasts, he's interviewing these people, and then people are like, oh my gosh, like it's so much easier for him to be approached, and then hey, like, well, what do you do? Like, how do I get involved with that? And then like stuff like, you know, sponsorships, like webinars, live events, like all that stuff. It's like it's a funnel that he doesn't even have to create at that point. Yeah, because he's just like doing it and putting the effort in and like being intentional about it. And I just think that's something that like you can speak into that, because when you have stuff that's recorded for you, I feel like it eliminates the skepticism that people have when they see you doing it live online. They're like, oh, this guy's a sales trainer. This is what his profile says. But then there's like a video that goes out about it, and then he's talking in front of 300 people. It's like, oh, he's like actually doing it. That's the proof.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in 2 years you can. Once
Yeah,
the quality gets up.
Maybe. I think that it's the importance of reminding people what you do and where you're at. I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's like, because people don't believe things anymore, right? If you have just a regular AI text post, people are going to be like, yeah, okay, I don't believe that. They really got to see that you're in the action and actually about what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just the world we're in right now.
Yeah. And I think that's a good segue back to our earlier point about the state of LinkedIn right now. I think Kevin's a good example of, he's been doing this content with consistency, not the craziest level of production, but he is the voice in that space where there is a dearth of content. Yeah. And then now that LinkedIn is in a
dearth of content.
What's dearth mean?
He also does. He does live stream his whole thing too. Yeah. He does like 12 podcasts in a row at these conferences, like six.
He's in
6 things.
People see him working.
Guy is cracked.
Yeah. He's cracked. What were you saying about the dearth of content?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think when we had started on LinkedIn, and Morgan OG, as do I want to say Unk? He calls me Unk now. I'm out.
I can't. I guess that's where I'm at now. It's crazy to think about.
But you know, at the time, I think there was just fewer people making content, and because there wasn't AI, it's like you had to actually care to go and write up a text post.
Yeah.
And then now there's too much content and there's too many creators.
Yeah.
So then it's much harder. There's so much noise. It's much harder to be, oh, you're the person that does content in this space.
Yeah.
And you can't just have surface level content presence and have a credibility anymore. I think that's the big differentiator of quality of content actually maps more to credibility than it does viral or for potential at this point.
Yeah. So like you personally, because you have hit the threshold of creating for a long time on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Like,
got some gray hairs now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like how do you feel about it? Is it like you're like, man, this just isn't fun at all? Do you just see like this is just boring and I just got to do it because of my business? Like, the realistic take.
There's a little bit of that. I think the other part that makes it less fun is a lot of the people that were around the past couple of years, the average longevity of a LinkedIn creator is not that long.
Yeah.
Right. I think part of what made it fun.
What would you say the average is?
I'd say maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I'd say 2-3. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And that's the part that sucks is usually when you have a community, what makes it worth it is the interpersonal relationships. If all your friends from 2021 are gone off the platform, you don't see them every day. And it's all these new faces that are using engagement pods that are bot spamming comments everywhere. Yeah. It just doesn't feel the same even from a familiarity level.
Or you don't even see your friends' content.
You don't see your friends.
Yeah.
I don't even see these
the craziest part.
Well, you don't see his
He doesn't see my content.
I don't see his content half the time.
What?
That is true,
Hold
though.
on. I see it like 2-3 weeks later. Like,
There's that.
Yeah.
You'll see it in 2027.
I gotta like look up Ding if I want to see what he posted today.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy. You can't see his content?
Or it doesn't get
It
organic.
doesn't get like the feed.
When I
That's what I'm
open
saying,
LinkedIn,
though.
I should see Ding's content first.
It should be the very first thing you see.
Yeah. Dude, how's that not the case?
Well, so I have a theory on that. I think LinkedIn prioritizes your most recent connections because we've been connected the longest on LinkedIn, probably of all of your most active connections on LinkedIn. They're like, well, these guys know each other. You know, we don't need to show us stuff as much.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think LinkedIn, because it's socially graphed, it's not algorithmically graphed. There is a layer of proximity effect that, in terms of what they are promoting to you. So, in any other platform, if the content is banging, if you're subscribed to them, the platforms are more incentivized to feature that content. LinkedIn, they care more about people using the messaging features and recruiting solutions and Navigator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they don't care about the organic performance nearly as much, especially now they're selling ads. Sorry, LinkedIn. Reid Hoffman, don't sue me. Yeah.
I do think that's very interesting because I remember 2 years ago, you were at the point to where, I mean, we were posting 2 to 3 times a day on your account for 365 days. So you're looking at the output, but then the next year when you didn't do that and you took days off, went on vacation, did all this other stuff, you changed, you pivoted as a company, you were growing, your engagement was better because it was more spread out and there actually was a lot more thought in the content, because when the volume is up there, you do get larger sample sizes to which you can find out what does work. So you're throwing a lot of mud at the wall. You can see what sticks, but to be able to post 2 to 3 times a day, which is what a lot of people are saying that you should do on LinkedIn, which I personally disagree with. When you're posting less frequently, but it's a lot more catered to like one person.
Yeah.
And you're talking to like one person's pain point, and you're talking to one person and you're trying to solve a problem. They're going to be like, okay, if they do see your post, they're going to know you for that problem. Yeah. And I think that's something that I love the way that you just phrased it, because it is a lot more proximity. Principle is real on LinkedIn, because you do get stuck in those bubbles sometimes of like the same 20, 30, 40 people are seeing your posts. And you have to like for weeks go comment, engage, like add new friends just to get out of it, which is a little frustrating at times, but like there is like actual like validity to that, but it has gotten a lot harder over the last 3 to 4 years.
You know what it's almost like is it's become, in the early days it was be a creator and you get rewarded for being a creator.
Yeah.
Now it's like trying to get to level 99 fire making or wood cutting on RuneScape. Right? You're grinding. Like you're trying to get experience points and trying to grind it. So it's like, a different behavior.
You're like level 94 and you gotta like get to 95 is insane.
It's so hard. It's like when you're 97 overall on 2K.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh
Yeah.
and the higher up you are, the harder it is.
Yeah, it basically is like, if y'all play Halo 2 multiplayer, it's basically playing Halo 2, being level 47, trying to get the moon, and then you just keep getting modded. Like you can't even really win the game. Like that's how I feel. I'm just like, I don't have enough energy to care about it.
What's your posting cadence right now, Morgan?
3 to 4 times a week, if that. I think for me, it's like, it's not that we were talking about this today. It's like, it's not that I don't have the hustle and grind to do it. It's just, I just don't have the energy or the time to really do that when I've done it for 10 years.
You're also no longer getting the significance from it
No.
anymore that you used to get.
No.
Especially now that we pivoted to the South Seam 6 offering, where you're actually talking to people in real life.
Yeah.
Getting in front in real life.
Work.
Doing the stuff.
Who would have thought?
You know, you can't do 10 comments before you post your posts and stay for 2 hours after because you run your own company.
I
must not care enough.
Oh my gosh.
I just hate this era because it's all based off of like, the reason I don't like this era of LinkedIn is because it's actually not based on anything authentic.
No.
Because telling someone to go comment on 50 things a day is not an authentic thing to say, because there isn't 50 banger posts out there a day. And also nobody can tell me at the end of the week the 200 posts they commented on and tell me what you learned from them. They wouldn't be able to tell you. So that means that you weren't authentically commenting.
Yeah.
I don't have enough really to say about posts because like I just don't think that they are growing me and enrich me in a way, not to come off as like I'm better than everybody. It's just not how I feel.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather go do the work and go impact clients and focus on real stuff.
Yeah.
But back in 2017, 2019, and Ding knows this, there was like the content was actually fire.
Yes.
Like people were dropping bangers and you were like, this is actually a good post. Now it's not like that. So I'm like, I don't really see the point in playing this game that I personally actually authentically don't want to play.
Yeah. You know what it is, Dilly, you'll like this one. This is it's a perfect example of Goodhart's law, which is states that
Vocab word, jargon, 101 jargon. Put the cap on, put the cap on.
okay.
Jargon.
Here. This is great. Finally.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Professor Ding. Professor Ding's in the building. All right, today's word of the day is Goodhart's law. Let me consult my notes here. So Goodhart's law states that when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. And I think that's exactly what's happened on LinkedIn. Is we say, okay, the people who are engaging the most are getting the most engagement themselves. So you got to leave 20 comments a day. And or the origin point was, okay, if you're spending 4 hours a day on LinkedIn, then you're going to naturally leave 20 comments because you're just seeing enough posts. Now what's happening is the first 20 posts that you see, you're having your Claude bot going.
Claude bot's going nuts.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And then, you know what? Now I got this. Now I got this thing on. I got another rant.
Yeah, keep going.
So Garrett, you're talking about posting 2 to 3 times a day, right? When you have so much capacity and pressure to have content and volume, what happens is then it gets diluted. So what I think that is that's the Double Disc album for all the dogs versus Illmatic.
Yeah.
Right. It's if you were concise to your music appreciator, right? I think that's Migos like trying to maximize the amount of streams they get on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's really what it is. Put the album on loop.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
Fuck, I think. Sorry, guys. I got.
No, you're good.
Let me return.
I loved it.
I love that.
Yeah. That was insane. I think the thing is, all of us in this room have benefited from LinkedIn. Like, we can't argue with that. And it's a platform where you can get in front of your customer. We're not trying to say that to where it's like, oh, we hate it. Like, woe is me. Like, we're going to leave tomorrow.
Well,
right?
also none of us would have met.
Correct.
We wouldn't be here without like this. To be fair,
This room wouldn't be paid for without.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, so to be fair, like, you know,
Yeah. So like it does exist, and there is great usage that you can get out of it. But I think what you're starting to see is, I think so many people who have been on here for a long time are starting to second guess themselves, and they're starting to be like, man, maybe like I don't know the platform like I used to. But like I've seen some people who are execs, they have like SOPs that are pages long on how to win on LinkedIn, and it's everything by the book. I'm like, man, like you could train the entire marketing team on this, and like this is perfect. But then like it changes every like 6 to 8 months, and it's like, to me, the thing that's so weird is I just don't understand why it's changing so much. Because you can make the argument for like it's getting squeezed because of ad spend. Like you can make the argument that like more people are coming on the platform, and more people are, I think this is a whole nother conversation in of itself. You have marketing teams that are going to executives and being like, we want to use your profile as a sales channel. Mm-hmm. If you look at an executive's calendar, they don't have time to spend an hour to 2 hours on the platform. And every LinkedIn guru will argue with me on that tooth and nail, to where like if you care about it enough, you will. But like if you're actually like at a Fortune 500 company, or you just got an evaluation,
they just haven't been in the game
first. Yeah, it's literally like, okay, you just raised funding. Now you need to go make those people their money back and some. You don't need to be spending hours trying to spend time figuring out the platform. So then what are your options? Your options are using people who are finding people who can go into your profile and do it for you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not you. So you can't get away from that. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, well, now I want somebody either offshore or a bot to do it. Those are the worst. Like all you have to do is like one person. I think one of my favorite people that I see post about this is Dave Goodhart. When he at the bottom of the tagline goes, I can't wait to see the AI comments on this. And then you actually see him, and it's like,
it's posted today, I think.
You're so right about all this stuff, like talking about like soccer moms or something like that. And it's just like, it's some of your favorite creators are people who have hundreds of thousands of followers. are like doing that because they're convinced they have to do that to like stay ahead and keep up, which defeats the whole purpose of it, which is just, it's like, it's more disheartening to see.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that it's going to like, the axis is going to tilt back to where it's going to be a little bit more like organic and maybe not as crazy as like every time you could post a video, it got 2 million views. That was kind of sweet. So
You know, to me, the biggest change quantitative or qualitatively about LinkedIn is during the quote unquote golden age. I have so many really close, deep, real life friendships from that time.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I met a really close homie from LinkedIn. Can y'all? In the past year, like, is anyone that you met?
You focus on the business. You're not like Dean creator mode.
Well, I think this is something we talked about recently, actually, is like how you really like when a new platform comes up because you're like an early adopter. So you meet a lot of people that are like you, and you've done that with Clubhouse and LinkedIn.
True.
So is this just like this just something that happens with social media platforms in general? I feel like LinkedIn's just hit that point where it's like Facebook and Instagram, like
Because creating the content on LinkedIn was not mainstream 4 or 5 years ago.
No, well,
now it's so mainstream.
Yeah, I think that's maybe that's our problem.
Do you see the Denver Nuggets player that's blowing up on LinkedIn? Hold on, I gotta
Spencer Jones.
Spencer. Yeah, I gotta hear. I'll flex this for you.
While you're pulling that, is live streaming mainstream?
It is, but it's not on all platforms.
And all age groups too. I would argue that.
And within our space.
It's also very concentrated.
That's the cool
in,
thing to do now.
Gaming and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
So it's just in B2B, like there's no other B2B go to market creator, whatever, that's gonna do what we're currently doing.
yeah.
So it's like, all right, that's cool.
Well, it's very uncomfortable for if you're not used to it and if you don't know your shit.
Yeah,
It's
you're
hard.
cooked.
Check this out. Spencer Keith Jones. He was like a G League guy.
Explain what's going on.
How did you get the top voice? Patrick?
because he's an NBA player. If you're LinkedIn and you want to redefine the coolness factor of posting on LinkedIn when you get an NBA player, and because he's riding the bench, right? He's getting no minutes.
Well, he actually put up 20 points the other night. He had a good game.
Well, they have a lot. They had injuries and whatnot.
Yeah, but
so he's getting
those things.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Spencer
Fact
Jones.
check.
I was not familiar with your game.
I mean, but to your point, like LinkedIn is definitely playing into that game now because you know who Fernando Mendoza is?
Oh yeah.
Like after the national championship game, he was like, "I'm going on LinkedIn." Like they are mainstream now, like for sure.
Was that a paid thing by him?
He's doing a really good job with
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Whoever his ghost, he might even be writing it himself.
I think he might be.
We also see David.
It's definitely not AI, which I think is.
No, he's definitely actually probably writing that. That's pretty cool.
Have y'all seen David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place?
I've not seen that.
I post on TikTok not TikTok on LinkedIn all the time, and it's funny because like here a couple times like I commented one time I'm like David, I was like, what are you doing here? I was like, what the heck? But he's like building a business and he's like in public, and now it's something that is that's actually
You know who else is huge on LinkedIn? Michael Carter Williams.
Really?
Is huge on LinkedIn right now. Because a lot of the NBA guys, like they go into VC.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of logical in that sense that they be on LinkedIn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, even when we're at Dubai, I was just talking to random creators, and like all these creators were like thinking about LinkedIn. So now it's only going to get only more competitive. We got like mainstream people now that we're competing with on like.
Remember last year they brought a bunch of TikTokers on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
It was so random, and then they don't interact with the rest of the LinkedIn community. Yeah. But then their posts are all blowing up.
That was a terrible move by them.
They didn't because they don't understand the platform culture, right? Is you have someone and then they're in the back end boosting.
Well, also their video infrastructure wasn't prepared to bring those people over. They don't have good analytics. You're not getting paid by the platform yet. Brandlink hadn't even come out yet. Yeah. So it was a bad move because it's like, all right, if I'm making X amount of money on this platform, you want me to come over here and do what? I can't make money over here. Why am I over here?
Yeah, maybe there wasn't a plan.
Well, they're getting. Well, I think LinkedIn was paying them, so they're getting paid by LinkedIn.
Oh, we got the upfront money.
They got the Yeah, they got the
They probably
upfront
got
back on
paid
LinkedIn
for like a batch of
But
videos.
what's really funny now is you look at them now that I'm sure that budget has dried up a little bit.
Yeah, because they're whatever now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you look at all of them; they're so active on their base platform. They're not on LinkedIn anymore.
I feel like the LinkedIn video push was just weird in general. Like
I'm not complaining about my millions of views. I
but
got
like
for
the
free.
short form.
the ghost views.
I was so
Casper views.
yeah. I never understood what the point of that was. That was so weird.
The point of it made sense because they were just like, we're gonna inflate views so that you psychologically will create these videos.
Yep.
But there wasn't like a point.
Yeah, now
After that.
whenever it's like, what's next?
Yeah, there was no what's next. It was
Went
like
away.
Because I remember we posted a video and we're like, "Yo, bro, this got 500,000 views." You remember that?
Yeah.
I was geeked and I was like, "But wait, this doesn't make sense."
It's like 18 likes on it.
Yeah, I was like, "Babe, but do I that sucked that bad? Like 500,000 views and 18 likes? Like that doesn't make sense."
On the real though, when's the last time you guys went into like the LinkedIn feed? The TikTok LinkedIn
I don't
feed.
know if I.
I don't even think I have.
It has been
When it
months.
first dropped, I think I scrolled it.
Do you look at it?
No.
Okay. I thought you had a point like, hey guys, like,
No, it's actually fire.
It's actually fire right now. The game's changed. I was like, all right, dog. Like, I'm here to hear the game.
I mean, I still don't even have that feature.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you're right.
They started the beta and never finished it.
Yeah, half, like 2/3 of people
I mean,
didn't even
like-
get it.
That's my whole
So how
point.
you-
Like,
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
short form's hard. I mean, like, how long has it taken for Instagram to like get like a decent Reels feed? Which is still not even as good as TikTok, right? So like, I think just the algorithm peoples behind LinkedIn are still like, they don't probably know what they're doing.
I think it's
Respectfully,
but I think respectfully, it shouldn't also
Allegedly.
but it shouldn't even be a focus.
it should be a focus. I don't think that's not what the consumers want. Like,
That's not a consumer behavior that there's demand for.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not like you're gonna have to create a new behavior, but the content itself isn't compelling enough. Who's sitting there brain rotting about corporate?
That's the. What are you doing at work today?
It's like if I'm gonna doom scroll, right? I want to lose brain cells if I'm doom scrolling.
We'll learn maxing.
I'm trying to be distracted.
Holy shit, Bezos!
Simon Sinek. Oh!
Like, what are we doing?
Man.
I don't think that LinkedIn realizes that they have the most like wealthy people by index of people on a platform, and they focus on people who are like just coming out of college. It makes no sense to me.
I mean, maybe they're making their bet for the next like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean, the kids are on Instagram still. Like, they're not going over to LinkedIn.
They're just not going there.
One thing I will say that I feel like Instagram does do better than TikTok is I'm gonna butcher his name. I think it's like Adam Morassi that does the CEO or head of Instagram, where he will do like the live videos or like live Q&As on a story or like make actual videos every time they make an update in the feed.
Oh yeah, they talk about the algorithm. They talk
By
about.
the way, we just changed this. So people who are social media managers are like, oh, I hate it. I just got done learning it. But at least you know.
You know it's for a
Yeah,
little
like on LinkedIn, you're like, oh my gosh, my video feed went away. Like, I just started a video company. What am I going to do? It's like, oh my God. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. But like, at least with Instagram, you can like get a heads up or you know who to follow and get like info. And it's
Well,
like,
you at least know how to strategize of like how to make my content, and you don't feel like your work is being thrown in the trash.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, the YouTube. I don't know if they do it anymore because they have a new CEO. But the YouTube CEO would write a letter every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know when the last time anyone from LinkedIn has been like, "This is where content's at." Like, I don't.
Remember when they had the creator program and then they killed that?
Yeah, they killed it. I also had a creator ambassador liaison, killed that. Like, they just kill things so fast. Stories, y'all remember that?
Oh.
LinkedIn stories. LinkedIn stories.
I bet happy hours were lit, dude. And they're fired in the morning. Like, oh, maybe.
I thought it was cool, but then like it lasted like 3 months. They had pinned comments. That was great.
comments was great.
It's gas. Pin comments was gas.
Lost it after 2 months.
Yeah, well,
It's like,
everyone's putting links in the pinned comments, send people off platform. Of course, they got to kill that.
yeah. Well, what did they think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
If you like this conversation, got some insights from it, found it insightful, enjoyed the conversation, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
If you have a sales team and you know they're not up to par right now, I think you need to speak to Morgan. Is what I think needs to happen.
Yeah.
Go see his muffins.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.